I've been calling for the noose to be loose on a good lot of your cards here. Wasn't sure how many more there were to talk about, but I surprise myself sometimes. Buckle up, y'all, this is gonna be a controversial one. So let's start off with Dark Armed Dragon. Released days ago with a fresh Limit 3 slapped on him for no good reasons. The bad reasons are, it'll synergize with Chaos Dragon Levianeer, it's searchable with Magical Contract Door, and they don't want synergy with Thunder Dragon's Burning Abyss or Element Sabers apparently. Dark level 7 dragon must special summon himself if you have exactly 3 dark monsters in your graveyard, exactly. On the field, he can banish a dark monster from your graveyard to target and destroy 1 card on the field. Its effect is not once per turn, so long as you have dark monsters in your graveyard, you can keep popping cards. So at minimum, you'll have 3, which can be a full board wipe in Duel Links. He is a strong card, and you'll be shaken if he hits the field, but that's a big if. His summon is inconsistent to set up, to say the very least. A dead card going first and completely vulnerable means he'll likely eat a warning point before he could even blow it up. So other decks, Chaos Sworn will choose Chaos Dragon Levianeer every time, and most things that would run Dark Armed Dragon would rather run Levy, because Levy is so much easier to summon, he does not target and his effect activates on his summon. So even if he got floodgated, for example, his effect is still going off, and that's just not the case for Dark Armed Dragon. And even if Dark Armed Dragon was unrestricted, it's not like it's gonna see play alongside Levy unless someone wanted to make the brickiest deck in the game. What I'm asking is, what are you supposed to play this in? Blackwings? As if they needed more firepower. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what to run this dude in. If it wasn't for that shiny seal of Konami approval in the top right, I'd be putting it in the aforementioned Thunder Dragon's Burning Abyss and Element Sabers. But no, God forbid a deck that has been dead for a year and a half runs a significantly worse boss monster than Levianeer. Or a deck that some of you probably just remembered existed because I brought it up. And I don't think it would be too strong in Burning Abyss, but it'd still be nice to try if Sir and Farfa weren't so detrimental to that archetype. This slow, vulnerable, discount Levy, no disrespect, it happens to be one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards of all time. It does not deserve this. Take it off, Konami, what a dumb decision. I talked about Karakuri before, but I just want to bring this up real quick. Merch is still at 1 in 2023. Put Farfa Malbranch of the Burning Abyss to 2, and do it quick, because Burning Abyss is on a downward spiral and it's only speeding up. With a card that wins games by itself against BA being released that they can't even run. They've been pushed out of the meta already and are starting to decline even further. Just like another tier 1 deck from last year, the Phantom Knights. Konami turned around and undid their restrictions on Phantom Knights real quick before the archetype could completely plummet off the face of the earth. And they're going to have to do the same thing for Burning Abyss, or else it ain't looking good for this archetype that they just decided to drop in a selection box. Sir stays limited to 3 alongside Levianeer, Skill Prisoner, Dark Armed, and some of the best traps in the game, and the BA killer, Mind Control. It opens BA up to more deck building possibilities, and the way it's been built is pretty standard for months now. Next up, I'm just gonna keep annoying Konami here, is Mirror Force. Like Dark Armed Dragon, this card was released within the week with an unnecessary restriction on it. Mirror Force is a strong trap card. Opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all attack position monsters they control, but it's a battle trap. It's slow and vulnerable, 2 words I've used to describe Wall of Disruption, Dimensional Fissure, and even its wet counterpart. You can release it at 1 copy, that's fine, but the limit 1 makes no sense. It's like, do you want people to not run this card? Because no one will when it's competing against this bunch right here, sitting on the field just waiting to get MST'd. And yeah, if it resolves, it could potentially win you the game, but like Dark Arm's board wipe, you'll just be lucky if it ever happens. Even in the most generic sense, there is little reason to choose this card over Monster Reborn. Then you throw in the other limit ones, and literally no deck can or even wants to run this card. But its representation would be so much better without a restriction, and even then, I don't think it would see that much play. It's just a pretty dumb oversight here. So that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one.